Well, hello, my fabulous friends. I hope you're doing well. Wow, these truth oil or oracles are really spilling the beans. I just did a deep dive on Sarah, and holy man, Sarah and Jeffrey Epstein, and it's way deeper than we think, guys. Anyways, we'll have a look at that one. I'm going to ask about Meghan Markle and Diana's watch, her Cartier watch. There's been a prolific amount of articles about Meghan and Diana's watch, and she was wearing Diana's watch. Well, she's been wearing it for 7 years. So why all of a sudden are we being pointed out that she's wearing Diana's watch? And the one accessory from that she wears of Diana's, and she's wearing that blue dress with Diana's watch. Like, why all of a sudden is Diana's watch being shoved in her face? What's up with it? So, number one, is it Diana's watch? Many people say no, it's not. It looks like Diana's watch, but it's not Diana's watch. And apparently, and I tried to find it and I couldn't, you don't know how much has been scrubbed from the internet. Apparently, she was seen wearing that watch before she even met Harry. Um, with that Cartier watch. So why all of a sudden the emphasis? Is it because at the um, state dinner, or was it the state dinner, or just a visit with um, the first lady? She had five. Sorry, sometimes everything comes tumbling out at once, and I have to take a deep breath. Is it because they were talking about Catherine's five-stack ring? And of course, one of the rings was Diana, and somebody else pointed out that another of the rings was Diana's, one of the bands, one of the platinum bands. So is that why Megan then has to come out and say, well, I'm wearing her watch. I've got her watch. I think it's been debunked. She doesn't have the butterfly earrings, and she also doesn't have the aquamarine ring. I think that's all been debunked many times. So let's just ask, is that watch that Megan wears all the time and claims it's Diana's, is it even Diana's? Shall we begin? I love this truth oracle. It's the only way we can get truth out of Meghan Markle. Addiction, drug, alcohol, obsession, toxic attachments. Thank you for coming to my TED talk. That's all we she does have toxic attachments and obsessions. Absolutely. Absolutely. Sing, soul, sing praises, performance, crown, owner, master, top level. My God, you can't make this up. So this is her with a microphone, praises she wants people to praise her. And her performance when she does have the microphone is, if she can't have the microphone, she's going to show you Diana's watch. Her obsession being royal with being royal, owner, master, top level, divine intervention, serendipity, catalyst, karma, mystery, unknown, puzzle, illusion, confusing. So I'm going to say it's not Diana's watch. Um, because it's her being obsessed with being praised and being royal. But this last card, mystery, is unknown, puzzle, illusion. It's an illusion. It's Diana's watch. It's confusing. Is it Diana's watch? Isn't it Diana's watch? And here's a really, really strange thing that she said, that she has bought Lily an identical one so she can pass down to Lily. So Lily has one as well to keep the tradition going. So is she telling us that the one she has is an identical one, but not the one? Why wouldn't she give Diana's watch to her granddaughter if that's an original? Why did she say, I bought Lily the exact same one? When she's older, she'll get it. So we're passing down the tradition. Is the tradition to have copies of what Diana had? Interesting that I brought up those butterfly rings and the ring, the aquamarine ring, which are close to what Diana wore, but they aren't Diana's. I'm getting here with this divine and like she wants to show it off. She wants to show it off. It's a catalyst that, she's part of the royal family, but it's definitely not Diana's ring. Our ring. Diana, we know it's not Diana's ring. It's definitely not Diana's watch. So let's ask now, well, why is she doing that then? Why is she doing that? Who is she trying to impress? Who is she trying to why all the why does this go in a cycle? All of a sudden we hear that she's wearing Diana's watch, in four different articles in one day. And then we don't hear about it for a while. And then all of a sudden we hear, oh, and she was wearing Diana's watch. She's got Diana's watch. And why this fake article that she bought a copy for Lily because she wants to pass it down to her. Why wouldn't she pass? If Lily is truly Harry's daughter, Lily actually has more claim to that watch than Megan does. So why wouldn't Megan say, I can't wait to pass it on to Lily once she gets old enough that she can wear her grandmother's watch? What a weird woman. So let's ask the cards. Why does she do that? Why is she so adamant to pass it as Diana's watch when she knows it's not? She knows it's a replica. What's going on there? Reconcile, repair, cure, understanding, concession, maybe reconciling with the royal family. Snake. My God. When you read a bunch of oracle cards and she keeps coming up as the snake, maybe the woman's a snake. Lie, poison, fertility. Home, refuge, belong, haven. I think she wants to belong. I just did the last reading I did. Diana came up as home, which is the Cancerian. I just realized that now. I did mention it in the other video. Cancer is your house of home, refuge, belong, haven. She wants to belong to the royal family. She wants it to make it feel like she belongs to Diana. Drinks. Maybe she's just drunk posting. Perhaps she's just drunk posting. Law, lawyer, judge, police. I think that to me would be an inheritance, right? Um, that's like a legal document, the inheritance or whatever. Uh, I think I think she just wants to be really feel like she's part of the family. And I think part of it has to do with drunk posting too. And I think she wants it to make it look like it's an inheritance. Like she legally owns Diana's watch. She wants to make sure she feels like she belongs into the family. So that could be part of of them coming back into the family. Oh, and the clock agrees with me. So that's why she does it. She's a snake and a liar. She wants to reconcile with the family. And she wants to make it look like, I'm legally entitled to some of Diana's things. Now, the next question I'm going to ask about Megan is she's constantly on page 6. She's constantly on the Daily Mail comments, right? And she always looks like I mean, she's truly a very sick woman. She'll make one, well, I don't know how many anonymous accounts she has, but she replies to herself, so it makes it look like somebody's replying to her. But we all know enough to just ignore her. But she'll rage post, especially if it's something to do with Catherine. Or she just o- obviously the woman has deep psychological problems, or perhaps she is drunk when she's doing all of that drunk posting. It's actually really sad to look at. I try not to encourage her. I don't respond to any of hers. Um, what I want to know is some of the things that she posts. Is she trying to post secrets that she knows about the royal family? Because some of it's really bizarre. Some of it's really nasty. Some of it's really bizarre. The latest one I saw on the article of Catherine and William at Southport, she was posting, it's something to do with Palestine. Palestine's its own state or something. Like you can clearly tell which ones are Meghan. Um, she's so transparent. Anyways, there's one on there. There's always something about William and Catherine announcing their divorce. So to me, that's projection. Let's just ask that quickly first before I go to the next one. When she announces William and Catherine, watch this space. William and Will, or we shouldn't say William and Catherine. I think it's just Bill and Bully and Kitty. She has all. That's how you know it's Megan too. All kinds of names for William and Catherine. Bully, Billy and Kathy. Um, anyways, Bully instead of Billy. Um, and she goes on and on. Is she projecting what's going on in her life when she puts those nasty things out? Says that Catherine just drinks gin all day long, and her real problem is she's an alcoholic. Of course, we've always got the anorexia there. Never mind the woman is just survived cancer, but that's beyond. Um, I would just want to ask: is she projecting what's going on? Because she's constantly saying, you just wait. They're going to announce their divorce. They haven't lived together in a long time. So is that projection? So is she projecting when she goes on about William and Catherine? Is she projecting? And then we'll get to, is she letting royal secrets out? Silence. Keep silent. Coercion. Hint. Apple, wisdom, death, sexuality, joy, finances, money, problem, work, success, fortune, talent, born with features, personality. Well, it's Catherine has a personality, doesn't she? Clown, performance, camouflage, laugh at, revenge. Yeah, she's projecting. She's doing a big performance. Camouflage right here is telling me she's hiding under anonymous names. She's not doing a good job at it. She's just as good as hiding behind an anonymous account as she is acting laughed at, revenge. So, yeah, I think when she says that they have money problems, when she talks about the features that Catherine has, like she constantly goes on about how bald William is. She constantly goes on about how skinny Catherine is. I think that I think that, and even just think this hint, this coercion and hint, and this performance. Yes. So when she says something about William and Catherine, so she talks about Catherine drinking all day, she's drinking all day. When she talks that they've actually been divorced or separated, she's separated from Mary. When they're talking about there'll be an announcement of a divorce before the end of the year, I think she's talking about her announcement of a divorce by the end of the year. And then there's calling William bully when she's a bull, when she's an actual certified bully, right? So there's all kinds of things in here um, that I think this is what we need to know is that she keeps silent behind an anonymous account, coercion and hint. So she's giving us hints what's going on in her life right here. We know this. And so we know when they talk about money, when they talk about the sexuality um, of Harry, of William and Catherine, and when they talk about their features and personality, it's all projection. Okay. So now she also drops some things like um, Oh, what was the latest one? That Charles has a new illness. Now, we've read on this table regarding Charles' health that his cancer has metastasized. And she talks about, of course, under this anonymous account and kind of rudely, that Charles has a new illness. Time is of the essence. Harry will return. Is she dropping secrets behind this anonymous account? Is she dropping secrets without it looking like what Harry has told her or things that she found out? Is she dropping secrets in a snake-like way? Is she dropping secrets in this snake-like way? Is she dropping real secrets? Is she so when she's talking about anybody other than William and Catherine, which are projections of what's going on in her life, um, is she dropping real royal secrets? Photograph, photo, memories, souvenir, card. She's got the receipts too. Empty room, no people, the end opportunity. Cat, dog, cat, animal friends. Unfinished business, it's not over, back and forth, baggage. Taboo, limit, crime, forbidden love, curiosity. It's taboo to say some of those things. Um, she's got the receipts too. Clarify this pet. What do you mean by pet? Dog, cat, animal, friend. Sunset. Maybe it's the picture of the sunset. But yeah, it's not over, back and forth, baggage. I think this is a crime. It's forbidden for her. It's forbidden for her for announcing this as a source in an article. Curiosity. Um, this empty room is telling me that the opportunity, it's no people. So she's anonymously dropping these things about the end of the monarchy, about the end of Charles, and this is her opportunity. But she has the receipts. So either she has text messages, email messages, something like that about the sunset here. But let's get a clarifier. What do you mean by pet? What does this mean? Or maybe it's her pet project to get drunk and go rage on online. Sing, there it is. Sing praises, performance. There she is. She's got the microphone. It is a pet project. She can go online and she can sing all she wants, like sing like a canary, right? She can perform. She thinks she's fooling people with these performances. It's really sad when she answers herself with another anonymous account. Now, when you go on page 6, whoever's online has a green dot by her name. And you can always tell there's never both dots on at the same time. The original post that she makes and then the reply, there's never two dots on at the same time. So if you're listening, Megan, that's how we know you're replying to yourself. Silly girl. Yeah. She is dropping us some hints of what's really happening in the royal family because she knows if she were to go to an article that's taboo, Harry's probably told her, you can't tell people. This is her unfinished business. She's just a big blabbermouth. She's just a big gossip blabbermouth, lying sneak. I think the cards were pretty clear. That's all I've got. But I think that was a lot. Thank you very much for watching. Please take good care of yourself. Be safe out there. Fare thee well.